All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live on the YouTube docket. This is the courtroom of Judge Miriam Martin Clark, courtroom 437. Please mute your devices until the court asks you to unmute. There will be no talking, no smoking, no drinking in the virtual courtroom. Everyone, please make your devices visible. And the court is calling case number, Mr. Mohammed Azar, case number, Azam rather, case number SX370-28831. Mohammed Azam, and the charge is driving while unlicensed.
Good morning.
If Mr. Mohammed Azam is in the virtual courtroom, please say your name for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Gregory Sheen on behalf of the defendant, who is also present and does consent to being on the Zoom call today. Mr. Azam, can you please state your full name for the record?
Mohammed Azam, Your Honor.
Thank you. And sir, how do you wish to go forward with Mr. Azam today?
Your Honor, we'd respectfully request you remove the bench warrant currently held against Mr. Azam, and we would like to waive a formal reading of the charges, allow my client to stand mute, Your Honor, and at this current time, my client would just like to request a bench trial date.
All right, thank you. The court will recall the bench warrant. We will enter a not guilty plea for Mr. Azam. We will give him a bench trial date, and that date is June 21st, 2021. It will be a Zoom connection, so the same way you connected today, you will connect on June 21st, and we will give you a personal bond. So that means he won't have to pay any money, but he must connect at 9 a.m. on June 21st for his bench trial. Any questions, Mr.
Nothing.
or Mr. Azam?
Nothing
Right.
further, Your Honor. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for your time.
Thank you, gentlemen. You may disconnect from the hearing, and the court is calling Robert Ingram. Robert Ingram, case number SP 108-00071. Robert Ingram, and the charge is no insurance. Is Mr. Ingram in the virtual courtroom?
Yes, he is.
All right, Mr. Ingram, please say your name for the record.
Robert Ingram. Good morning, Your Honor. Delisha Coleman, P56278, on behalf of Mr. Ingram. At this time, he stands mute, waives a formal reading, would ask for a pre-trial date.
All right, thank you, Mr. Ingram. The court is entering a not guilty plea for you. Your pretrial date, sir, is going to be June 21st, 2021 at 9 a.m. And the court will give you a personal bond. Mr. Ingram, you will not have to pay any money, sir, but you must return at 9 a.m. on June 21st. It will be a Zoom connection the same way it is today. Are there any questions, Mr. Ingram?
No, ma'am.
All right. You may disconnect from the hearing. Thank you. And the court
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Can I have another date besides June 21st? I apologize. I couldn't get my mute off.
Madam Clerk.
June 18th.
June 18, Ms. Coleman, is that better?
That's much. Yes, thank you so much. I apologize about that.
Okay, thank you. June 18. All right, the court is calling Colin Allen. Colin Allen, the case number is, let me find Mr. Allen's. Case number SP 1155771. Colin Damari Allen, the charge is improper lane use. This is a civil infraction. Is Mr. Colin Allen in the virtual courtroom?
Good morning, Your Honor. Tim Malafite, P72339, on behalf of Mr. Allen. Your Honor, I do have permission from Mr. Allen to stand in on his behalf in this matter. There have been recommendations put forth. We'd like to take advantage of those recommendations.
Okay, what I have here, sir, says no offer. Did that change?
Yes, Your Honor. I believe that Mr. Morgan is actually still on the call. He can confirm this.
This is the prosecutor, Your Honor, Stephen Morgan, on behalf of the city of Detroit. The people have modified that offer since after having talked to the officer to impeding or blockading. I did try to chat that to you.
Oh, okay.
I'll put it in writing. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
And
Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
You're welcome.
okay. Mr. Malafite, we will accept your appearance in the stead of your client on the civil infraction. And we will also accept your representation that the plea is responsible to the amended charge of impeding on behalf of your client, Colin Allen. And Madam Clerk, you have a fine for that charge.
Yeah, 175.
Okay, Mr. Malafite, for that civil infraction, the fine is $175. Generally, 14 days is the time frame for payment of a civil infraction. Will your client be able to pay in that time frame?
Yes, Your Honor, and thank you.
All right, sir, then you may disconnect from the hearing.
Thank
Is there
you.
anyone
Everybody
else ready
have a good
to
day.
count on the live stream at this time? Mr.